All right, welcome to another installment of Mindset Matters. My name's David Whiteley with UL Trades, where I am every day for 90 days going to share with you some little tidbit or piece of information that I find useful and think you might find useful as well as it relates to mindset, especially the mindset of a day trader. So today's nugget has to do with creating new habits and changing behavior. So as we go through life, in every stage of life, in every endeavor that we seek to challenge ourselves with, there is required some element of change. If we're not changing, we're not growing, we're not becoming better, and we're just stagnant, and that's no fun. So you should always be looking to improve. So what brought this to my mind was the other day, this was earlier this week, I took my kids bowling. So I like to go bowling. We have a little local bowling alley it's only $1 to bowl a game in the morning. And so when the kids are out of school, or in school rather, I go, and sometimes I take my wife, and we have a lot of fun. But the kids are home, so I took the kids with me on this day. And we're a fairly competitive family. I'm not sure. I guess they get it from me. I'll take responsibility for that part of it. And I have an 8-year-old daughter, and she's bowling with a little rack that you put in front of the bowling alley, and you set your bowling ball on there, and basically you just kind of line it up and you push it, and the bowling ball goes down the lane and it curves and does weird things, and sometimes it even hits a pin. And so she's very competitive and very strategic for a little 8-year-old. And so she's up there, and she launches the ball. She sees where the ball goes, so she adjusts it very carefully, launches it again, and she's very frustrated because she wasn't doing very well. And then she lines it up and she hits a strike, and she's very excited. And she turns around, and so I have my 8-year-old and my 12-year-old there. She turns around and points at my 12-year-old and says, "Na na 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 na." And I said, we shouldn't act like that. You can be happy that you did well, but you shouldn't act like that. And the next time she got up and she did very well again, and she did the same thing. And so I thought, can you hear the train? I thought we need to change the behavior. So instead of just saying, stop doing that, I said, what you do when you win or you do really well is you fist pump and go, yes! And she tried it. She liked that. So next time she got up and she hit a bunch of pins again, and she did it. Yes! And the rest of the day, there was no pointing and gloating. It was all yes. And it was an example to me of the right way to change behavior. I think a lot of times we'll tell ourselves, I got to stop doing that. I got to stop doing that. I just need to stop doing this. When what we should be, or what we need to be doing, is asking ourselves what we're going to replace it with. Because typically those behaviors are learned and conditioned based off of stimulus, and we can't, it's really hard. We can either remove ourselves from the stimulus that creates the behavior, or we train a new response to that behavior. And to simply say stop doing anything is just not realistic. It's not going to happen. And so whenever you're trying to change a behavior, always look for what you can do to replace what it is you want to remove from your repertoire. So that's my thoughts for today. I couldn't think off the top of my head right away of how that relates specifically to trading, other than if you look at your trades and say, well, I need to stop getting out of trades early. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. I need to stop getting out of trades early. I need to stop jumping into stuff because of FOMO. Well, the way that you stop that is by replacing it with, what is my strategy? Okay, so is my strategy to get out at that time? Well, if it is, then get out. If it's not, then don't, right? but you're not telling yourself just don't do it. No, instead I'm going to do this. So sorry it's a little rambly, but that's my thought for today. Let me know what you think. If you've changed some kind of behavior or found that method to work for you, let us know. If you find this information interesting and you want to come back tomorrow and see what I have to say tomorrow, feel free to like and subscribe. We love your comments as well. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.